Here's how I take estrogen as a trans girl. So here I have the patches. I just take it out of the box and it looks like this. Then I roll up my sleeve and I take off the old one, like that. Then I like to switch arms. I'm gonna put it here. You just open it, like that, and then you take it out. Here it is. So satisfying. Then I just put it on, like this. Then I hold it, then I wait like 1 minute. Then I'm done. Hope this helps. Bye! Are you sick of gender dysphoria as a trans woman? Here's how I feminize my face in 3 minutes. All jokes aside, start putting concealer on your under eyes, nose, and chin. Then curl your lashes to their fullest potential. Then add lots of mascara, then put highlighter on your nose and inner eyes. And then apply blush to your cheekbones, which will make your faces a lot more snatched and feminine. I also add on the nose. Then apply something to your lips, such as lip gloss or lipstick. Then you're done. Hope this helps. How school is for me as a 17-year-old trans girl. I basically go stealth where my closest friends know, my boyfriend knows, and the teachers know. So if like anyone says anything or anyone has like seen my TikTok, the teachers can be like, aha. So I don't go around yelling it in everyone's faces. There was one time this guy who didn't really like me, he like went up to me and was like, are you trans? And he like looked at the ground, so I didn't understand he was talking to me. So I was like, what? And he asked again, he was like, are you trans? I was like, are you talking to me? And then he left. So I don't know what that was about. But yeah, if I get like a new friend or something, I'm like, by the way, I'm trans. So that's it. Bye! Here are my best passing tips as a trans woman. Number 1, bangs. I don't care what y'all say. I looked 10 times more feminine when I got bangs. Like, look at this. Ooh, okay. Bangs. Get bangs, please. Number 2 is your body language. And but if you present yourself as a woman, people think you're a woman. You know, this ain't, nah. But this, yes. I used to think in my head like what I wanted to look like and like act, and then I just started doing that in real life, and then I just kind of became more feminine. I don't know. Number 3 is obviously learning makeup and stuff. I would say using lashes is a really big tip. And here's a bonus tip, is to thin out your eyebrows. You see how thin mine are? Number 5 is obviously voice training. It can be hard, and I think you have to pay for it. I didn't do voice training since I started hormone blockers really young, but there's this really easy voice training thing that you can do where you, after everything you say, you're like, and you go up like, and that kind of like makes your voice higher. I don't know how that works, but try it. Number 6, confidence. Confidence equals attractiveness, so like, yeah. Number 7, I guess, is nails. I don't really do much to my nails, but I would say that growing them out or getting fake nails is a really good tip. And getting rings. I'm not wearing any, but rings are a very good tip. Because they can just make you look like more softer hands. For me, estrogen made my hands look more feminine. I know they look like this. I don't know if, yeah. And another tip is that don't fake your voice to be really high. Because like some cis women have really deep voices, but they still sound feminine. So just try to like pronounce the words more clean and more not as like harsh. Why am I like giving tips though? Yeah, I guess earrings. I guess necklaces and earrings can help too, but you know, this depends on what you like. I used to stuff my bra before I went on estrogen, but it can look really fake. Some people take like duct tape and like tape their together, and then they like stuff their bra to make it look like cleavage, and that's really smart. I never did that, but try it. I guess that's it. Bye! How I realized I was trans. When I was around like 5 years old, I had always been playing with dolls. I wore like pink all the time. The thing is, I kind of thought of myself as a girl. Like when I thought of my future, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a husband. I'm gonna like work as a hairdresser. When I drew myself, it was always like with really long hair, with like clothes, and like with a chest. So I like thought like, I was like, okay, this is how it's gonna be in the future. So it wasn't until people started telling me that I was a boy, that I wasn't actually born a girl, that I was like, wait, am I a boy originally? When I was like 3, my mom told me that my grandma had been like, boy, and I had been like, I'm a girl. What do you mean? It was so clear for me that I was a girl in my head when I was born a boy. It's not really an easy process. It's not a choice, and I've always felt this way, so yeah. Bye! Get ready with me for my 17th birthday and to change my gender. So today I turned 17, which means that I can legally change my gender. So if you don't know, I'm trans, and obviously in my passport and my ID card it says male, and now that I'm 17 I can finally change that. The laws in Sweden, where I live, changed this year so that you can change your gender on paper at 16, and before it was 18. This is just another step in my transition, because when I was 11 I started puberty blockers and I started estrogen at 15, and now at 17 I'm gonna change my gender on paper. In my mind, me and my mom are about to make a lot of phone calls about the whole changing the gender thing, which I'm pretty excited about. I mean, you have to. Oh wow, that was so ugly. I'm mostly excited to change my gender on paper because every time I go to like the bank or anything, they're always like, oh, every time I have to show my ID, it says M, and they're always like, oh wait, I think this is wrong. Like it's May? Like what? And in like medical situations, sometimes they say he to me because they see that it says M, even though they have seen me in real life, and that's so awkward because like, can't you, like, are you transphobic? Like, so that's about to save me a lot of stress, and obviously 1 year closer to the surgery. Like pooping my pants. I'm so excited. I can't even like imagine. Yes, I'm putting blush on my lips. Thank you. It creates a very cohesive look. Do it yourself. Oh my god, this is so scary. What the hell? No, it looked this scary. Sorry. Say hello. Hello. It's actually criminal how pale I am compared to my mom. Yes, comparison. She's iconic. Love her. Yeah. That's it. Comment for a birthday haul and I'll make one. Hi, I'm a trans girl and recently I've gotten a lot of questions about my voice and I want to make a video about it. So people have asked me like, can you do a voice training journey? And I actually can't since there is none. I have never voice trained in my life. I'm sorry. So you might be wondering how my voice sounds like this, and the reason is because I started hormone blockers when I was 11 years old, before the puberty, so my voice didn't drop ever. You know, if you start hormone blockers later, like at 16, then it won't do the same effect. It will only stop it from going deeper, you know. So if your voice has already dropped, then there's no way for you to like reverse it. I'm really sorry to say that, but that is the case. All you can do is voice train and or get the Adam's apple surgically removed, but I don't think that changes your voice. You can also get voice feminizing surgery. That's an option too. I basically have the same voice as I did when I was 11, and that has its pros and cons. I have gotten a lot of comments like that I have a childish voice and also that I have a childish face since I started hormone blockers, so my face didn't develop. But I'm also forever grateful, obviously. I can't really do a voice training journey because there's nothing to discuss, you know. That's it. Love you guys. My craziest experience being a trans girl. A little backstory. So I'm trans and I need to take hormone blockers every 3 months, and I started taking them at 11. So I had one doctor that did it and it went swimmingly until this one point. So I used to collect little My Little Pony figures, and I had this one seller that I used to buy from like all the time when I was around 13. So the doctor that I usually had, she randomly quit, and I was like, okay, that's fine, let's just get a new one. So then my mom calls the new doctor that we were assigned and was like, hello, Alfie's gonna take this injection soon. She was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. And then when we meet up with this doctor, it's the same person that has been selling me My Little Pony figures, and she was like 30. She's like, oh my god, hello, it's you. And I was like, yeah. So I laid down on like the bed where you take the injection, and since I take it on my hip, I have to pull my pants down, so I'm laying there. She pulls out the needle and she starts being like, so when did you start collecting My Little Ponies? I was like, like a year ago. And she's like, yeah, cool. So she takes the injection, and since she's so like distracted with taking it, she like does it wrong, and then she's like, oh, it's not working. I was like, okay. So she pulls the needle out. It's like this long. She pulls it out and then she like sticks it in my other hip, and I'm like, ah! She's trying to make it work, but it's not working. So she pulls it out again, and then she puts it in my other hip, and I'm like, oh! And then it finally kind of like works. And then she's like finished taking the injection, she pulls it out, and she's like, I'm so sorry. I've been really busy with everything in life. And I'm like, and my mom gets like really annoyed. She's like, why can't you do this? She's like, well, yeah, life. So we leave and we're like, what just happened in the car? And then we like call the doctors. We're like, we need a new one. And they're like, yeah, it's okay. Another doctor can call back, okay? And then we can like discuss a new doctor. She calls back. My mom was like, okay. My mom drops her filter. She's like, you didn't do this, okay? Alfie's terrified and we need a new doctor. And she tells us that that injection is super difficult to take and she's the only one in that clinic that can do it. So we switch clinics. Duh. Now I'm free from her. Not free from the trauma though. Yeah. Bye. Yes, and let me show you. This was my face before, and this is my face after. Here's my side profile before and after. The biggest changes I saw was in my face shape, and also my lips became fuller. As you see, my upper lip got bigger. And these are my lips when I was 14. Yeah. But keep in mind that I started estrogen when I was 15 and still developing, so I hadn't developed a fully manly face yet. Hope this helps. Here are my best passing tips as a trans woman. Getting your eyebrows thinned out or groomed can definitely give you more of a feminine appearance, and also wearing like jewelry such as earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and also rings, definitely. Having your nails painted and then grow them a little longer can definitely give you more of like a cutesy vibe. Wearing skirts can give you more of a hourglass body shape as well. I find that when I wear less makeup, I'm less clockable because like then you're kind of like showing your face more. So use small strategic face feminization tips like mascara, blush, highlighter. Carrying yourself as a woman, so like posture and how you walk. Perfume definitely helps me feel and smell more feminine. And also if you feel more feminine, you will carry yourself more in a feminine way. That's it. Bye!